Hey, what's up everybody? Do another video for you guys, and because I've got a decent amount of them now, I'm going to show off my physical collection of PlayStation VR games, which there are a couple here that I also have on Oculus Quest 2, which I've played through on that system. This, one of them, that's one of the newer games I've picked up, I haven't yet. And on this weird angle, it's because right now I'm staring straight ahead at my big TV as I'm using my mini Mac, and I've got the camera off to the side closer to me, just on a pile of infinite shit here, so I don't have to do this every time I want to show a game. I can do it this way. So, on with the show. It's the one I just showed. I'll do that first. This is one to where I'm not a big fan. I'm a Star Wars nerd, not Star Trek, but I got this for cheap. And thanks to the placement of their goddamn stickers at the pawn shop, I didn't realize this was online only. So it's kept me from wanting to give a crap. Otherwise, I have it in the collection. Star Trek Bridge Crew. So unless you're a big fan of Star Trek and don't mind playing online, I'd pass on that one. This one, it was in an update, but they have it to where you can play it as like a first-person shooter type, so you're not having to play in VR if you have problems with motion sickness, which I love that. It makes it so if you do have problems on some of the levels, you can switch back and forth between gameplay types. Otherwise, if you're into this type where it's like the haunted house that you get to explore and stuff, and you have to hide and seek from ghosts, otherwise, not bad. It's definitely one of the better ones. Paranormal Activity: The Lost Soul. I've gotten up to the point where her batshit crazy mother flips the freaking hell out, and I don't know if she's good or bad yet. It's a weird game on how they did it. I think it's one of those ones until you get towards the end, you don't know who's really good and bad, but as far as I know, you're having to help this little girl. And I do like the parts where you'll walk through a door and all of a sudden you're on the other side like Poltergeist, and it's all just creepy as hell. It's definitely got some jump scares in it. So, not bad for the price. This one I just picked up because it sounded cool to be able to actually feel like you're sitting in the car virtually. Otherwise, you can do it either way. It's Gran Turismo, the real driving simulator sport. This is one to where I just got it not that long ago for PlayStation VR, and I am so happy to own a physical copy of this. I love this freaking game. I hope to hell they're going to do more of them for either PlayStation VR or Oculus Quest 2. But on Oculus Quest 2, I've played through all of them. No motion sickness. Graphics are just beautiful. On PlayStation VR, I've just gotten started on the first chapter, and so far so good. No motion sickness. When it comes to like the opening scene for the chapter and maybe some of the cutscene areas, I do notice some of that screen door effect. Otherwise, the gameplay itself looked good. It was Vader Immortal. Definite must-have. This one, I've only played the demo on Oculus Quest 2, and just did a little bit of it. It was decent, and I was able to get this for cheap at one of my pawn shops. Otherwise, try it on PlayStation VR, and hopefully it'll be decent. Anyways, got Creed: Rise to Glory. This one, the VR is a mode included, so you can go from VR to just regular gameplay. Otherwise, I got a little ways into it and I kind of got bored of it, but it's not bad for what it is. It's got its nice jump scares and stuff, so it's worth picking up. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. You're basically a night watchman and they're trying to get you. So when it's in VR, man, these animatronic characters, they are right here. Literally, they are right in your face when they get you. So lots of jump scares. This one I haven't beat it yet, and it's VR mode included. It is pretty trippy for a remake of an older game. It looks really trippy in VR. Zone of the Enders, the second runner, Mars. This one, I love the regular game, but in VR, some of it I could deal with, like when I'm outside riding around on the horse or whatever, just running around. But once I get into caves or any closed spaces, I'll start getting that motion sickness. Otherwise, it's definitely a must-have. It does look decent in VR. Skyrim VR. This one, I haven't gotten back into it because you have to use the Move controllers, and I'm in here. Welcome to this episode of Hoarders. And when it comes to these type, they always want you to pick up stuff or just be in weird positions with them damn controllers. It keeps wanting to push them into my guts. I'm trying to open up a door with my man titties and it just doesn't work. So I'll have to try it out of the damn living room. Why is this one? I don't know if it is scarce or rare now or what. I have never spotted it again anywhere. It's one I picked up at GameSpot. Anyways, it's Killing Floor double feature, where you get Killing Floor 2, which is just regular first-person shooter with all the bonus DLC, and then the VR version is Killing Floor Incursion. And on the fighting and stuff, man, it will give you a workout. I mean, they are just swarming you at times, so it will definitely give you a good workout. Another one where I haven't played all the way through yet, but it's pretty cool. Another one where you have to use the Move controllers. And I forget what they call it. They've got part 2 for Oculus Quest 2. And I don't think they have a demo. I think you just outright have to download the game. Otherwise, the Wizards Enhanced Edition. And this they do have on Oculus Quest 2. I'm assuming with sharper graphics. This game, I freaking love it, but when it's in VR mode, just so many things in it when you're inside, going through walls, hiding this, that, where it brought on that damn motion sickness. Otherwise, great game. Resident Evil Biohazard. This one, only grab this if you're an absolute Star Wars fan and you get it for dirt cheap because it's just one mission. Also, I had to not only download that extra mission, I had to update it in order to play it, and once you do that, man, it's a big chunk of data. So you definitely want to have your high-speed internet for this. Otherwise, the other newer Star Wars game on a PSVR, way better. Otherwise, Star Wars Battlefront. I say, man, it's just one mission. It's cool, but the other game, way better. This one, Oculus Quest 2, PSVR, whatever, just buy it. I love this freaking game. I beat it on both systems. The only difference is with the PlayStation, you can switch between VR or regular gameplay, which helps. On the Oculus Quest 2, because the graphics are so much sharper and clearer and just better frame rate and everything. I'm yet to find any games that have really given me any kind of motion sickness on that thing yet. It's an excellent system. But playing it on the PlayStation just a little bit, if I'm playing it for a while, you'll get sucked into it. Otherwise, man, it's just a great game. The humor is just hysterical. And this is the other Star Wars game. This, definite must-have. I gotta pop this one in and try it out some more, because since I played it last, they have updated the living crap out of this game. And there were a couple or so glitches that I noticed in VR where it would freeze up or just get weird. So I'm hoping that's what they fixed, or maybe made the graphics better, whatever. This is one where the mode is included. What is it, Star Wars Squadrons? But on just the regular gameplay mode, it makes you feel like you're playing one of those old Star Wars shooter games from the 90s. It just totally takes away from the whole experience. To play this in VR is just, it's a dream come true. I mean, literally. You are in the ships. I mean, it's just really freaking cool. Definite must-have. That's one of my favorite games. This one, good game. Can't finish playing it in here because of where you have to position the damn move controllers to make them fly. Otherwise, good game. Iron Man VR. This, but he was bitching about the graphics looking dated and stuff. This goes back to the original Xbox. So yeah, they haven't done anything with the graphics to make them look better other than just change the weapons so it's VR. I don't care, man. It is the full game plus both of the add-ons. So a lot of gameplay, and as far as I'm concerned, it is badass playing this in VR compared to playing the actual game on the computer or your PS3 or whatever the hell, man, whatever system you have it on, as it is an older game. And one thing I noticed playing it in VR, the way they do it with the controllers, and this one is aim controller compatible, especially with the aim controller, precise as hell. Like in the regular game, you have the guys running on balconies and stuff being chased by a bad guy. You couldn't shoot fast enough using the regular controller to get it aimed up. They just didn't give you enough time to save them. You can save them and they'll thank you. Sometimes you'll get little goodies. This, no problem, man. Just boom. Gone. So anyways, Doom 3 VR edition. And that's a cheap game, so definitely worth picking up. This one, I've got a little ways into it. They basically just give you different missions to find supplies and stuff. Which that's been it so far, is just finding supplies. And you're on a time limit to where it's just get as much stuff as you can before you die. Or before you make it to the escape vehicle. And it's not that bad to me. People have bitched and whined about this game, but I've been gaming since freaking Pong. This nothing bugs me that much. It's got to be a really horrible game before it'll bug me. So I'd say this is worth picking up if you can find it. I got lucky. I'm trying to get Saints and Sinners, as this is Walking Dead Onslaught. Saints and Sinners is supposed to be way better. I want to get a physical copy for PlayStation because I only have the 64 gig Oculus, and it's like a damn near a 9 gigabyte game, so good chunk of space. And they say you gotta have a bit of space freed up for just extra memory and stuff, as it really works the system, I guess. Otherwise, I don't know what's up with these two games. They seem to be really scarce in my area. I've seen that Saints and Sinners once, and I should have grabbed it when I saw it. Otherwise, all I see is these tall tale ones that I could give a crap about. What is that? As far as I'm concerned, worth picking up. As long as it's violent and you get to shoot stuff and blow shit up, man, I'll get it. I'd say it's got to be really, really crappy before I'll complain about it. It does look dated. That's the one thing with the PlayStation VR, especially if you have just a standard PlayStation 4, which I just got the 1 terabyte Slim, so I don't get the extra little enhancement that you get with the Pro. So some of the games do look dated. I'm thinking of picking up a Pro, but it looks like I'm going to have to find one used. And then make it a little bit better, but I don't know how much better. And then there's some games that just look really freaking good. Like this one. This looks really good. And it's an ass kicker. I've made it as far as the casino, and then I got my ass kicked, and I haven't gotten past that because it's hard to play in here using those move controllers. Otherwise, Blood and Truth, another one worth picking up. Now this one, they have updated the living crap out of this game since I got my copy, which was not easy. It just doesn't turn up much around here. And this is the original copy of it. I think they got a newer version of this that has the VR mode included. Otherwise, you have to download it as free DLC or just update it or whatever. But when I first got it and tried it in VR after just a couple of updates, the game itself, just playing it as a regular first-person shooter type game, looks freaking beautiful. But when I played it in VR, it's like they just retard level, and just it's like all the graphics are just dumbed down. Like all the plants and stuff looked like it was just flat cookie cutter type stuff. It just really looked dumbed down. So I'm hoping that's some of the stuff they fixed on the updates. So I don't know where I'm at on the amount of space this takes on my system, but it's got to be up there because say they've updated crap out of it. Otherwise, if you don't have VR, man, still a good game. No Man's Sky. This one, say like everybody else says, it's a cool experience, but after that, it was Batman Arkham VR. Be the Batman. Be the Batman. Be the Man of Darkness. That's that shit. Yeah. This one, definite must-have. I don't know how big of an update it was. It couldn't have been that bad, but if you update it, they update it to the gold version for free, so you get all the bonus stuff. And it's really trippy in VR. So far, other than maybe just regular old racing games, any of the ones that put you in something, vehicle, spaceship, whatever, really freaking cool. Like, that's just what VR was made for. Same with this one, man. It's a really fun game in VR. Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. This one, I have loved the Doom franchise from the start. This is the first game to where I wasn't really happy with it because it definitely brings on some motion sickness. Otherwise, if you don't have motion sickness, power to you. It's definitely worth picking up. This is Doom VFR. This is my first game I played in VR on the PlayStation, as that was my pack-in game. Unless you're into solving murder mysteries and other and it's a mode that's included so you can play it as a regular first-person style game, but I got bored with it. This one, you gotta solve a murder at the house of Nikola Tesla. This one, I've only played it through once. From what I've heard, I guess depending on the answers you give, is it's one where you'll be talking to other patients and whatnot, and then it just depends on how you say on what and who you tick off or who you make friends with. I guess is how the game ends. Otherwise, I've beaten it. Got a few people killed, so I got that going for me. Otherwise, it's worth picking up. The Inpatient. This game, especially now, and I don't know if they've updated this or not for the physical copy, if they have everything included on it now, but if you got this copy, update it right away. It will make it so you can also play it as a regular first-person shooter if you're having trouble in the VR, because once you get towards the end of this game, it is a freaking ass kicker. This is definitely one of the best VR games on the PlayStation. The Persistence. Just an excellent game. This game I haven't made out of the garage yet. I'm still trying to take porn off of his computer, and they're wanting you to pick up stuff. I've already got stuff in here to pick up, so it doesn't help having to pick up more stuff virtually. There's just too much clutter in here. I'm still working at it. Now we're going to have more work done on my place, so it's like going to have more stuff in here just to make room. But it seems like every time I get one that uses those damn Move controllers, they want you to pick up stuff, and just anything in your way, it doesn't work. You got to be in a living room or just have a nice open space. Otherwise, looks really good in VR, funny as hell, so definitely worth picking up if you can find it. It's Rick and Morty Virtual Reality. This one, it's cool. It just doesn't really feel like you're playing a VR game. It's like they kind of just incorporated it in there, but it's worth picking up if you can find it cheap. It's Gungrave VR. This is another must-have, especially if you have the aim controller. If you're going to get this game, I definitely recommend trying to find yourself an aim controller gun. It just makes it so much better. And that's the only way I was able to beat this game. I was trying it with a standard controller, and the way they make you aim the gun is just awkward as hell. And there are some monsters in this that it's like, Fluffy, holy shit, I didn't know they made you. I mean, it's towering over you, and you got to be able to shoot precisely really fast, and you just can't do it good enough with the regular controller. But with the aim controller, just, screw you, hippie. Was Farpoint. Badass game. This one just reminds me of one of those on-the-rails type shooters. It is really fun, and does use the regular controller or the Move controllers. I was able to get through it either way. With the Move controllers, it's funner because you can really aim as you're shooting two guns as you're going down a roller coaster, tripping balls as the guy sprays you with something just to where I can't remember if you're outright just hallucinating heavily or if the place is outright haunted. But lots of monsters and stuff, but just really gory on-the-rail shooter. So Until Dawn, Rush of Blood. And I am yet to play the Until Dawn game. I keep spotting it at the pawn shop and it's always trash, so I gotta find a good copy. Otherwise, definitely worth picking this up. Another game, as far as I'm concerned, is worth picking up. It's basically like an arena type fighter game, shooter, where you're riding around in a big ass mech and you get different types of mechs to choose from, and the graphics look pretty damn good in PlayStation VR. This is Riggs Mechanized Combat League. This one has the VR mode included, so you can just play it as a regular racing game. Otherwise, Radical G Racing Revolved. It does look trippy as hell in VR. So guys and gals, that's all of them. Once again, sometimes I'll have a good day. Most of the time, no. The weather here has just been crazy. We're having monsoon season, and then we're also getting the heat, so the humidity's just way up to where you just feel like you've been licked all over by a St. Bernard or some shit. Or attacked by Shih Tzus. I don't know, man. You just feel nasty all over. I'm just not used to it. Usually we'll have a little bit of monsoon and then nothing. Last year we hardly had any rain. This time we're getting all the frickin' rain to where it's done some damage to our place. So really hitting hard this year. That's just been keeping me not wanting to do all that much. All I got is the ceiling fan, so it gets warm in here pretty damn fast if it's like freaking 90 or 100 degrees out. We've been getting a lot of days where it's just freaking hot. Usually here in Kingman, man, it's high 90s at most, and maybe an occasional day where it's like 101 at most. We've had it up to like 112. for a couple times, and it's just damn. So, on when I can say I'll be doing another video, I'll do another video when I do another video. Otherwise, later, everybody.